YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now I know a lot of y'all been hearing in the news lately about Vincent Herbert, I think that's his name, Herbert, and his wife, well, ex now, Tamar Braxton, and all the feuding that been going on, the divorce that's been filed, and also the main thing, Tamar mom Evelyn all in the mix. Basically got her hand all in the Kool-Aid, dipping and dabbing and don't really know what's happening. All in people mixing. This is what I have to say about this video. Now one thing, let's get this clear. I don't condone domestic violence. I don't condone no man putting his hand on no woman. Let's get that straight. I don't condone also no woman putting her hand on a man, because you're meant to love each other, not hurt each other. If you cannot do that, one basic simple thing, it's best to depart. But why wait all these years to finally come out and spill the tea, as they say on the Wendy Williams show, and my girl Lovely T, and big shout out to Lovely T also. But why wait all this time to sit up here and basically come out and tell the truth and spill the beans, if you will? Now, Evelyn has been a big fixture, in Tamar life, and also Tony, whether you done seen on all the episodes of the Brastons mostly. And I thought, it was a good thing going on that they had going on. Like, man, this is a good family. But just like everything is not as it appears, because we on the outside looking in. Everything that glitters is not gold. But this is what I have to say, and this is why I don't do the in-laws thing. This is why I don't socialize with a lot of, like if you dating somebody, don't socialize too much with the other family, because trust me, when push come to shove, they're gonna take the side of the person, even if they know their sibling is wrong. They're gonna go against you, because it done happened to me before, where I was accused of something that I didn't never even do, and I was accused by the damn grandma. And it's very sad, because I'm at the store one day, not to get off track, but just to make a point. I'm at the store one day, and my ex, her two uncles jump out the car like they gonna jump on me. I'm at a damn shoe store about to, buy some shoes. Like, I'm jumping on your daughter, your niece, if I'm sitting up here finna buy her some shoes and we get along very good. I said, well, who told you that? Their mom told her, which was her grandmother also. So it don't necessarily have to be the mom. It could be the grandma all in your business also. Just hating on a young player. I don't know what the hell was going on. But anyway, I'm gonna read a snippet from this story, and I will give my opinion as we go. Evelyn Braxton is continuing to speak out and reveal the truth about her daughter, Tamar Braxton's marriage to Vince Herbert. In an interview with the Griot, Evelyn says that Vince's physical and emotional abuse towards Tamar has been going on for years, but was kept secret by family and friends. Why? Why does Vince no longer manages Tony? Why? Why all of a sudden when he get hit with a $3.7 million lawsuit from Sony, all of a sudden all hell breaks out? Why, when he had a pulmonary embolism, that all of a sudden his health failing, everybody jumped ship? Why? Why didn't you been do this? You know what I'm saying? So did Tamar really marry Vince for his money? Because remember, Vince had the money. Let's roll on. Now, it was definitely a volatile relationship, Miss Braxton says during a phone conversation from Atlanta, Georgia. This has been going on for years. The matriarch of the Braxton family says Tamar's estranged husband, Vincent Herbert, was both physically and emotionally abusive throughout the marriage, something that has long been kept secret until now. Why now, though? Now, everybody saw Vince as a knight in shining armor. Remember that, knight in shining armor, somebody who's coming to will do what? Save someone. But behind closed doors, that's a horse of another color, Evelyn Braxton says. That's an old school talk, a horse of another color. Golly, when you thought you got a Mustang, you got a stallion. Go on, Evelyn. Now, Evelyn Braxton says, I'm tired of Tamar being abused and misused. Damn. Shit. It's like she trying to take on the same thing that happened to her with Tamar dad, and compare that with her and Vince, instead of just staying out their business. Because I really feel if he was that bad to her, why hasn't he been arrested? If she's going to be abused and beat up and everything. And I'm not saying that he didn't do it, but do we know everything that was going on inside that household? No, we don't. Now, earlier this month, Evelyn first mentioned the abuse during an interview with TMZ. TMZ, another key word. It was later reported that Tamar was upset with her mom for putting her business on blast, but Evelyn says that's not the case. They say the truth shall set you free. They say that in church, though, not on TMZ. They have been trying to hide it for years, and I have the audacity to tell the truth, she says. Evelyn also says WETV is guilty of hiding what was really going on between Tamar and Vince because the network would edit the abuse in the family's concerns out of the show to save ratings. So look at the Braxtons. Probably this is going to be their last season, or mom's just going to have to get off the show, because once you start talking about these shows and how they pretty much choreograph and format these shows, because remember one thing, what these shows are designed to do, and what's that, Trey? It's designed to program you and make you think at things a certain way, look at things a certain way. So if we give you all the juicy things going on, all the truth, it wouldn't be nothing to sell, you know. So they're going to sell you an illusion, not actuality, what's really going on. Now let's continue. Evelyn says WETV is guilty of basically hiding the truth from everybody because the ratings was kind of going down. So, you know, in a way for them, because there was a lot of stuff coming out still in the tabloids, even about the Tamar with the Steve Harvey situation. A lot of you all don't bring up and forgot about it. Yes, you can Google that up also, when it's allegedly that Steve Harvey was going to get Tamar's show and that Tamar cheated on Vince. She cheated on Vince with Steve. Now, this is not me saying, it's not hearsay. This is on the internet. But Evelyn says, we spoke up about it on the Braxton Family Values, but they would not show it. Evelyn putting it out there, ain't she? They would show all the other girls and their husbands, but when it came to Vince, they took it out of the show, she reveals. When asked if she ever confronted Vince about his alleged abuse, Evelyn says that he always blamed it on Tamar's mouth. It's Tamar's mouth. It's always someone else. That does not give you the right to abuse her. Everybody has a mouth. Everyone should have the right to say what they want. Are you trying to beat her into submissiveness? No one has the right to say that, she says. But at the same time, this is why you got to be careful who you marry. Like the Tyler Perry movie, Why Did I Get Married? Because you're going to end up marrying somebody, you're going to really see their true colors. Because people marry a lot of people for a lot of things, whether it's sexual, whether it's for money, whether it's just for benefits, or whether they can't do no better, or whether they really love that person. Everybody does. People, as in general, does things for a reason. So remember that also. Now, in 2016, it was reported that Tamar and Vince got into a domestic dispute, resulting in him biting her finger. Why in the hell did he bite her finger? I guess he couldn't, his big ass couldn't move fast enough. I guess I don't think he could move fast with that mouth. A 911 call was released, but both parties denied the incident ever happened. Evelyn confirms that it did happen, and she says speaking out now is because she's worried about her daughter's safety and basically Vince killing her. If anything happens to Tamar, that's Logan's, Tamar and Vince's son loss. That's my loss. That's her family's loss. I don't want that kind of pain, she adds. Enough is enough. I don't care how much they smile. I don't care how much they pretend. She hopes that her daughter is able to see the light and move forward with the divorce. So why did Tamar get married to Vince? Why did she get married to Vince? Can we address that? And I'm pretty sure if Vince is smart, which I know the guy is smart no matter what nobody will say, because you don't rise to that level without being smart no matter what he's going through. The guy is talented and is very smart. So can we hear Vince's side of the story, what's going on? Because remember, there's three sides to every story. I thought it was two sides. No, it's three sides. Their side, the other person's side, and the truth. Let's continue. She hopes that her daughter is able to see the light and move forward with the divorce. For the person who is abused, sometimes they do change their mind. Their mind is so wrapped up in the fact that maybe it was my fault, or I can change them, or maybe I didn't love him right or do the right thing, or maybe my family is too involved and it is my family that's separating us. Now, you sound like to me right then, Evelyn, you pretty much told on y'all self right there, because from what I see, all them Braxton girls rent their husband off except for Tracy, and Tracy husband stay here, and I don't blame him, because look how they did Gabe. You know, what was the other guy name? I can't think of his name. Greg. What's his name? Tawanda husband. You know, maybe you can leave his name in the comment section. But look how she dogged him out. You know, so it runs in the blood. Look how many times Toni Braxton have been with different men. Now all of a sudden she's with Birdman. You know, somebody who's going around having sex with all these damn rappers. And I ain't talking about the female rappers. So this is who they align themselves with. You know, so it sounds like pretty much in this statement. That's why you pay attention to the words people say. People tell on themselves. And remember, the devil always leave a trail. Let's continue, because I don't want to give you too much in that, at one time, because you know I want to overload your brain. Let's continue, please. They convince themselves of that because their minds are weak. Listen to the mom now. Listen to the words. They convince themselves of that because their minds are weak. It's a mind thing. If they were strong people, they would get out of it the first time. So Evelyn, why didn't you get out of it the first time when Papa Braxton was running around leaving you, going and having sex with this other woman, being with this other woman. Why did he leave you and go be with somebody else if you know all this and stuff? And I'm not blaming Evelyn, for her shortcomings. But at the same time, if you know all this, because it seems to me that you taking the same thing that you went through with Tamar's dad and placing that on Vince and everybody else. Because it's a reason why these Braxton girls cannot keep a husband. And somebody please let me know if Tracy and her husband still married. Because if they are, we need to give them a big hand clap. Because it got to be hard as hell. And much as they dog my girl Tracy out, to me, Tracy is the sweetest one on the damn show. You know, and yeah, she got shit with her just like we all do. But one thing I can tell about Tracy, she's a very good woman. You know, she tried to stay neutral in a lot of things. Now let's finish this up. It's too bad they couldn't work it out. However, I'm tired of her being abused and misused. And I'm tired of being in the middle of it. How are you in the middle of it? You cannot be in the middle of it unless you place yourself there. Because you cannot be nowhere unless you put yourself there. It's harder than what you think, she says. Sometimes you have to move forward, even when we don't want to. That's true, though. Life is extremely short, and things can happen with the twinkling of an eye. This too shall pass. Thanks for that gospel quote right there. This too shall pass. Yes, and it all shall pass. Everything will pass away. How unfortunate. And she leaves it like that. So Evelyn mom is basically on her gangster shit right now. And OG Evelyn is not taking no prisoner. She come like Conan. She come to take your head. But anyway, let me know what you all think about this sad situation right here. And do you think Vince is a woman beater? Or do you think Tamar is just a gold digger who saw the chance to come up real quick, and she took advantage of Vince, and when he realized it was too late? Let me know what you think, because remember, there's always three sides to the story. Tamar's side, well, it's four sides in this story. Tamar's side, Vince's side, Evelyn's side, and the truth. Till next time, y'all stay blessed. And look, if you got to be with someone, well, not if you got to be with someone, let me put this right. If you're going to be with someone, love them. Treat them right. Cherish them. You know what I'm saying? Kiss them every day. Tell them how sweet they are. And if you find yourself not doing that and you just coexisting around each other, that's not love right there. Because you can't say you love someone. You have to show it. Love is action. You show it. Because a lot of people do a lot of talking. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what you all think about the situation. And I hope Tamar and Vince can move on with their life also. But the mama needed to stay out of the damn business, because mama, you should have been spoke up for your daughter if that's what's really happening. But I understand. A lot of people don't miss their water till their well run dry. And Vince's well is really running dry for his financial situation and his health wise. So let's shit on Vince Day it is. But let me know what you all think. Till next time, y'all stay blessed. I'm out.